Hey guys, this is Tony with Geek Designs. Today I'm back with another Geek podcast. Today I want to talk about something that I've been doing recently a lot more, which is live streaming, as how to do it as a graphic designer. If you're not following me on Twitch, what are you doing? Go over there and check me out at twitch.tv/InnerGeekDesigns. But I want to talk about live streaming as a graphic designer, what you should do, why you should do it, if you should do it, and what benefits you can get out of it. But let's start out all podcasts. I start them out telling you about what I'm doing as a freelance designer, as an in-house designer, just to give you some look behind the curtain of what it takes to be a designer, and maybe give you some tips in an indirect way. So, as an in-house designer, you know I'm getting ready for this trade show that's going down in October 1st, so it's coming right around the corner next month. We're trying to figure out what the last little things we need to get, what other things we might want to bring, trying to get these awards done so we can get them cut out and made. Those are going to be really sick, so check out my Instagram to see them when they're done. As a freelance designer, I just got a website out again for review, for second review. We'll see how that goes, see if the client likes it. Been working with another client on some stuff. Been working on some designs that you might have seen on Instagram or any social media platform. They're Warframe Designs. I've been doing them, tagging Warframe in them, trying to see if they will, offer them or ask me to make designs for them. And this is something that you should do if you really want to work with someone. Show the work that you want to do with them. Show that you can work with them, with their IP, with their business, whatever it is. Don't just scream, I want to work with you. So that's what I've been doing. That's why I've been seeing them. And if you know someone who works at Digital Extreme, get them in touch with me. I'd like to talk with them and see what we can do. I mean, I think I could help them because their t-shirt designs aren't that great. They're not the best in the world, but they're good enough. So let's get into today's subject. Today I want to talk about live streaming for a graphic designer or as a graphic designer. Live streaming's kind of picked up recently. Almost every platform has live streaming. And I guess first we should talk about what platforms you choose as a graphic designer. There's so many now. There's Twitch, there's Mixer, there's Facebook, there's Instagram. Am I missing anybody? Oh, there's YouTube. I guess first you should choose which one has your biggest audience. That would be the best choice for you to choose from, but it's not always the right choice. Maybe you have a bigger audience on Instagram, but your work won't work well on Instagram live streaming since it's vertical video. So maybe you want to stream on Facebook or Twitch. Let me give you my background. I started on Twitch a couple years ago, got a little bit of a following, but kind of died off after all just because I did not pick it up. So I then went to Mixer because Mixer is coming up. It's still coming up, and there's a lot of good features on it. There's a lot of good people on it. But the creative is not ready on Mixer. Mixer has an issue right now where if you're not on Xbox, you don't exist or you're not relevant, or why should you be on this platform? Once they get over that, Mixer will be a competitor to Twitch. But I went back to Twitch. I've been having a good time on Twitch again. I've been having a lot of people hop in the chat, hop in the stream. So that's been good. But I've also tried on Facebook. My Facebook followers don't really care that much. I've also done Instagram while I'm doing on Twitch. Just because I can right now. So I think it comes down to where do you think you get the most audience? Twitch has a huge people on it. It's the biggest platform for live streaming, period. But there are some designers that stream on YouTube more than Twitch. There are some streamers that prefer to stream on, designers that prefer to stream on Facebook or Instagram. So I would say try all of them. There's a platform called Restream.io. It'll let you restream multiple platforms at a time. It'll allow you to decide which platform works best for you, which audience is more willing to accept you and follow you and interact with you. So start with Restream.io if you can. Start streaming, try different platforms, see which one you like, see which one which one you can grow an audience on faster. And then from there, you need to figure out what you're going to stream. You just don't start and, well, you can just start and just go from there and fumble your way through. Take you a little bit longer to get where you're going, but hey, that's part of your struggle, part of your journey that you're going to need to have. I would suggest, start streaming your work. Show people what it actually takes to be a designer. Show people the work that goes into the design work you're doing. A lot of people think just design work is just, hey, I ask for a logo and then you make me a logo. Show them all the work that actually goes into it. And then maybe you could ask your clients to join in your stream. Say, hey, I'm working on this. If you want to come in, just sit around and watch the work that actually goes into this. If you have any feedback, you can chat in and we can talk about it. It's a little bit dangerous because you're opening floodgate for comments that maybe you don't want and maybe you're not ready for, but depending on how you structure it, you could be willing to accept criticism at different points. This is something that hasn't been done. I haven't seen been done, but it could be done well. And what benefits are you going to get from live streaming as a graphic designer? Well, there's a couple. Live streaming it's one of those things when you do it and when you interact with it and you see it done right, it's probably the most best way of making content, the most fluid way of interacting with content, because you have a direct connection to the person live streaming. So it's a great way to grow an audience. It's a great way to get your name out there too. It's also a great way to grow a brand. There's plenty of designers out there who are just designing stuff for live streams. And they're live streaming while they're doing it. So they're just streaming while designing stuff for streamers. That's something else to keep in mind. But it's a good branding tool. It's a good brand building tool. It's a good audience building tool. It's also a good tool if you have a really big established audience to keep growing and grow the connection with that audience. Also, there's the benefit if you get good enough at it that you can make money at it. Or if you've reached whatever the platform's goals are or requirements are, you can make money as a live streamer. But I would put audience building and brand building before the profits. If you do something just for the money, your audience is not going to like it. They will not accept it, and they will know right away that you are faking it. So, just keep that in mind. What do I think of live streaming for graphic designers? I think it's a great tool. I think it's an underused tool. I think designers don't use it enough. I think, the creative space is pretty big on streaming platforms, and it's basically a land grab right now. There's not many, big designers. There's big artists, but not big designers on the platforms yet. So I think you should try using it. Even if you don't succeed at it, the thing is, if you're streaming consistently for 3 months, you're beating everyone else. That's something I heard from the Broman podcast, and I truly believe it. I've seen it happen. So if you stream for 3 months or over 3 months and realize you don't like it or you like it, hey, you're basically streaming while you work if you're doing it right. So you're not taking any time out of your day. You're not taking anything away from what you're working on or what you're creating or what you're designing. So what's the harm of it? And I think you should stream your work. And maybe sprinkle in some games if you're okay with it, if you're comfortable with it, if your computer can handle it. Just to show the more personal side of you, not just the business side. Maybe you realize that, hey, these people that are watching me really like this game I play. Or maybe, hey, I didn't even know these people liked playing games, but hey, this person's pretty cool because they also do design work. So break down the wall and show the more personal side of you as well on top of it. There's no magical length of stream. There's no magical way to gain followers streaming. You just kind of have to stream. You have to do it consistently. You have to network inside of different groups, inside of different channels, talk with people, get to know people, and then they'll eventually see that you're streaming and hop in and say, hi, how you doing? We haven't talked in a while, blah, blah, blah. It's all just basic making connections and growing. It's not that hard. People make it a lot harder than it seems to be, but hey, that's just the world how it is. But I think that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I think this is a thing that's going to be going forward. It's going to be a key component for designers. Designers have to be on social media. They have to be out there, but a lot of them aren't live streaming. So I think you should take advantage of it if you can, if you want to. Question of the day: have you been in any design live streams? Have you seen live streams, or have you seen any gaming streams? I'd love to hear your feedback. If you're on any other platform, you can comment me or email me at hello@innergeekdesigns.com. Or if you're on Anchor, just call in and answer the question. But guys, that's going to do it for this one. A little bit longer, but kind of in the middle of what I've been striving for podcast episodes. Also, if you have any feedback, just hit me up at hello@innergeekdesigns.com. I love to hear your feedback on this podcast and make it better for you guys. This is for you guys, not for me. I want to give you guys as much value as possible. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.